So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough seems to come easy for him.
Danny Olmo!
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And smartly reclaimed. Tonali, Rijkaard, demonstrating his defensive quality there. McAllister, looking to play him in. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. Yamal. That's the keeper's ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Rijkaard. And it's Azar. Plays a sharp little ball here. Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's managed to get rid. It's gone out for a throw-in. Big chance, corner. This their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. And it's been played through. Oh, he's all alone. Oh, what a stop. Had to be at his very best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Closing in on goal. Tries a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's a little off target. And he can clear it away. Well timed, excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Donnarumma claims comfortably. That's the end of the first 45. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. And he's found a way past. Now can he... He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are disappearing out of sight. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Arsenal find a position of real... And the shot! It's a goal! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step.
Danny Olmo! Oh, denied at the last.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Hausen attempts a clearance. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, the ball's come loose here. So their fourth corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And he skips past his man. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Diouf? No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's there to get it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. 75 minutes played. And it's Olmo. Diouf. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The defence opting here for strength in numbers. It's Gerrard! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He'll try from distance! Brought out the best in the keeper. No, again there's no way through. Diouf is onto this. Chance, surely!
They've been denied a chance to develop.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
DiMarco goes short. Chance for a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Count is flagged offside. Five minutes to add. Ronaldinho. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has been... Guardiola! That was quite a hit. And we have our very first corner. Lampard plays it short. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nicely spread. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. Hakimi. Hakimi makes a move down the right. While for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! The first significant strike. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he's forced to go back. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, Oh, that's ambitious. Now, that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
Strokes it back. Oh, played right into his... It's Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into...
Can he finish? Well taken goal. He hit that like he meant it. Absolutely speared it in.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Borussia Dortmund cut their deficit and look raring to go again. He's gone for goal. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he can clear it away. Edmilson. And he's picked out the run. That's put paid to the danger. Borussia Dortmund have it back and can go again. And that's a dangerous ball. And they've got rid. And it's half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and...
Ibrahimovic! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's quick to return it. Xavi Simons. Pass somewhat off target. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Olmo. Xavi Simons. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Grimaldo, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Shapes to shoot! And one more try! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Tonali. Not the most accurate pass, and it's Olmo. McAllister, Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Saliba. Can he get it through? Messi in acres of space out wide. Now this is a potential flashpoint and the referee has his hands full.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Probably be looking to play it square from here.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Zanetti. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at... And the finish! And he hits the net! And what a climax we have here! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Borussia Dortmund give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Lampard. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Taken back almost at once. Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Heracles finding themselves unexpectedly behind. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He's got away. So much time. Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's McAllister. There's the shot! No, he's missed it.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Nicely shaped ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Borussia Dortmund currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Berbatov. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And he's quick to return it. Nice interception, well timed. Now, what about a counter-attack?
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that's a key interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. He's shifting through the gears here. No, again, there's no way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, that was vital. And the finish! And that's a good finish. Heracles are back in business. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up...
And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Borussia Dortmund are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Borussia Dortmund clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
No, that's been intercepted. That has ended up in no man's land. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Now that is a hefty challenge. Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. That ball looks a good one. Now that's well seen too. And they've got rid. Oh, no joy this time. Garcia getting this one clear. Plays a sharp little ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's played forward. No, it's come to nothing. Silvestre is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Chance! Xavi Simons. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neymar. Pinches it off him. Tonali. Xavi Simons. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Gerrard can clear it away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Bruyne. And this is Neymar. And here's Neymar.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The less said about that pass, the better. The final 5 minutes. Now it's Neymar. Oh, that's nice. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And that interception was most... And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Grimaldo, over to the right flank. And here's Berbatov. And Berbatov!
Berbatov really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And that should get the job done. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. In by Messi. Berbatov! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
McAllister promptly onto that, and that is that. Tsimikas. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And this is Berbatov. So it is still 0-0. Oh, they can break here. Threads one in. Now it's Bakasetas. Nicely spread. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bakasetas. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Greece! And it's Greece who take the lead. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Tries to pass it through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Berbatov actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Tsimikas tries to clear. And it's Messi. Oh, nice touch. Quick look, then plays it in. Mavropanos clears it away.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a sharp pass. Could move up a gear here. Bakasetas. Decent chance! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Borussia Dortmund come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Borussia Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He leaps for it! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, he's done so well then. Almost the perfect link-up. There was a split second there for the perfect finish too. Shame he didn't take it.
Bakasetas. And that's going wide left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tsimikas is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's played forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Borussia Dortmund are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And he's forced to go back. Spread out to the left. And it's Tsimikas. And the ball is out of play. Time then for the first substitution of the game. Messi under intense pressure.
Well, he's been hiding in plain sight, but the opposition have been blind to it until now.
Daddy Olmo! He's got a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Hakimi. Well read, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's got away.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Mavropanos. Now this could be a chance. Tsimikas picks it up out wide. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Well, they've got it again. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Aubameyang. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions, and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Lemina. So we're still where we started right now. Gabon are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
And there's the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Borussia Dortmund have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play.
Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tries to get it clear. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. In towards the back stick. Cleared away. And it's McAllister. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Apindangoy. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, I think the defence are probably going to come in for a rollicking after this, Peter. They got away with one there.
Dani Olmo can see things others simply cannot. Tonali. Now it's Berbatov. Hakimi plays it in. And he thumps it clear.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Alavina. He was under real pressure there. And here's Aubameyang. Goes looking wide.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Good ball. And a shot! Forward it goes. Aubameyang. Chance for a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, well measured. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Messi is onto this. He's shifting through the gears. Real chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Borussia Dortmund find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tonali. Looking for the run. And he's cut it out. Hangs in a cross. Towering header! He's kept it out just. And that will be the final act. Borussia Dortmund pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start.